Hey everyone, Jerisha here. Hey there, Jerisha here, your favorite millennial mentor and founder of the Goal Getter Group. Today we're going to be talking about how to create your 2017 success plan. I'm going to walk you through the process that I use to help get you guys all ready to go for next year. So before we get started, let me share this on all of my pages so everybody can tune in. But if you are here and can hear me, just say hey, let me know you're here. So excited. This is like my favorite time of the year. Favorite time of the year. I love doing like goal planning and goal mapping and like all that fun stuff. So we're going to dive right in as people are hopping on. And at any point, if you guys have questions or anything like that, feel free to just leave it in the comment section. Hey, Tashana. So creating your 2017 success plan. I know this is something that a lot of people struggle with, or they just look at the whole year as being really hard. How do I plan for all of next year? And I like to go through it through this 5-step process. And there is a lovely workbook for anybody who actually needs like pen to paper and wants like the process documented. Hey, Jamel. So I'm going to walk you through that. So first thing is first. Hey, I'm so excited. So I would highly recommend you guys get out your pen, get out your paper. We're going to be taking notes and getting ready for next year. So first thing is first, when I'm thinking about even planning out what next year is going to look like for me, before I even start projecting on what I want to happen and what I want to manifest, I take a lot of time to reflect. And hey, Sierra, I take time to reflect and see all the things that went great for me in 2016. What were my biggest accomplishments? What were the biggest struggles I had? What were my biggest lessons learned? And I think this is a step that a lot of people skip over. And if we have any people here who are in the Goal Getter Group, our monthly membership program, let me know if you guys have already completed your end of year review packet, because that goes through a really like in-depth process on reflecting on the previous year and then planning for the year ahead. I'd love to know if you guys have already started that or not. But I spend a lot of time just reflecting, and like I said, I think a lot of people skip over this step because we're so ready to like, what's next? But we really need to take some time to self-evaluate, see how we've grown, seeing how far we've come, to celebrate our accomplishments, to award and recognize ourselves for that, and really identify where were we stuck, where were the hurdles, what habits do we need to change, what lifestyle shifts do we need to change, what negative thoughts and negative mindset do we need to let go of as we move forward. So you really need to know where you are right now and where you've been before you can start planning the year ahead. So if, like I said, in the workbook that I have for you guys that's completely free, the link is in the title of this description, it walks you through just like 3 key questions that I ask myself every year. And I do this type of review on a quarterly basis, but I think it's really important for you to do at the end of the year. So the 3 questions that are in the workbook are, what's the single best thing that happened to you this year? Single best thing. And for those who are on live, I'd love for you to share with us, what is your single best thing that happened to you in 2016? Also, what's the biggest lesson you learned this year? And what are you most excited about accomplishing in next year? So it just gives you a little bit of reflection time. And that's something I spend a lot of time on, is really reflecting, going through like my old work journals and seeing what my notes were and just seeing what my mindset was like. I do that before I even think about what I want to accomplish in the year ahead. So after I've taken the time to reflect, the second thing I do is really, I let go of my logic. Some of you guys may not know, I'm a pipeline engineer for a Fortune 500 company. I think very, very analytically. And sometimes it's hard for me to dream big goals and to think outside of my limiting beliefs sometimes, because I think so analytically. So after I've done this reflection, I really try to create an environment for myself. I get a nice glass of wine, light some candles, and just allow myself to just dream. To just think without limits, think without bounds, like to just visualize everything that you want to happen and everything that you want to manifest in the year ahead. And this is really the time I just throw logic out of the door. I call these, it's just really tapping into your passions and really what's at your heart. And I really, really want this to happen. And I catch myself sometimes because I'm like, hey, I want to, I've been wanting to start a podcast for like the longest. And I kept saying, I want to start it. And then I would make up all these excuses as to why I couldn't. As you're going through this visualization and like removing your limiting beliefs during this phase, like check yourself every time a negative thought pops up on why you can't accomplish something. And check yourself and still write it down, still think about it. This is really when I create my vision board. So we're going to talk about 2 different visual boards that I use to manage my goals. But in this phase, I try to just start dreaming and imagining all of the things that I want to happen. And just like I said, remove all your limiting beliefs, remove all those barriers, and allow yourself to just really let go. So let me check the comments. I know I saw a couple just pop in. So Tiara said the single best thing that happened to her, she quit her job that was emotionally draining and joined a company that allowed her to clear her head and schedule for entrepreneurial and creative thinking. That is major, like major game changer. That's awesome. Jacob, hey Jacob, he said the best part of 2016 was finding out that people he thought he had burned bridges with, either accidentally or deliberate, were actually not upset at all. I think that's really good. I think sometimes we can stress ourselves out about stuff that's not even like actually or really happening. So first things first, like I said, reflect on the year before. Next, allow yourself to just dream and remove all those limiting beliefs. And when anything negative or a reason why you can't achieve something pops up, like check yourself and identify that and still like allow yourself to dream big. And then the next part is what I love. It's like, let's take action. Let's get back to logic. We've now thought about all of the big goals and the big dreams we wanted to achieve. Now this is like the how are we going to make it happen? And I call this my 3x3 process. So it walks you through this in the workbook that's free, like I said, to download at bit.ly/2017 success plan. The link is in the title. But my 3x3 process, and this is how I map out my business goals. So this is really specifically targeted to those of you guys who are entrepreneurs or business owners on how I map out my year. You can definitely apply this to just whatever normal goals that you have. But so I map out my business goals. I map out like my marketing techniques and what I want to do, my list building strategies, the products I want to offer. And I do this, like I said, in a 3x3 type of time period. So when you get the workbook, it will show you, walk you through this process for the 3x3 process. But basically, the first set of blocks that you're going to go through is what list building freebies do you want to create? And you'll write down the 3 that you want to create over the course of the year and when it's actually going to happen. So the reason why you do this is I think sometimes, especially a lot of us who are new into starting a business, it's like hey Gina, no worries at all. We're like just now diving into the meat. I think sometimes we're like, how do I plan out my year? I'm a new in business. I don't even know what I want to be doing, what products I want to offer, when I need to be launching stuff. That's why I love this 3x3 process, because it takes all the guessing and all like the worrying and all the questions out of the equation. It just gives you a solid process to follow that gives you like full clarity. So I'm going to like share my screen so you guys can see this. But, so here on this sheet, like I said, you're going to write down what you want to happen and when it's going to happen. So this is a 3x3 process. You're going to do your list building freebies. And in each box here, you'll write down one of the efforts that you're going to take. So whatever your freebie you're going to use to help grow your list, whether this be like a free worksheet or like a free workbook or a like a 5-day challenge, you're going to write down whatever it is. And then you're going to write down the month in which you want it to happen. So after we do the list building freebies, we're going to talk about your products, programs, and services that you want to promote. And this can be a new online course you have, a physical product, an actual service that you want to provide. This helps you just figure out what are your 3 main focus. Sometimes I think we have like a million things we want to do and there's like 20 things we want to launch. Let's focus on 3 and execute on that really, really effectively. And after that's done, then we can move on to the rest of the list. But this gives you full clarity. It gives you direction. And that's why I love this process. So you'll write down, you know, whatever 3 main offerings you want, and then the month you want them to happen. And then you'll go into your special projects, which this is my favorite part because this is so much fun. Whether or not you want to do a beta test of a new product, if you want to do some holiday special, if you want to do like a live webinar or a live masterclass, if you want to do like some big challenge, you'll write down whatever special projects, like the exact same way, what you're going to do and when you want it to happen. And after you've mapped that out, you realize that's 3 by 3 is 9 things. Over the course of a year, that gives you plenty of time to really map that out and give yourself time to actually develop the content, launch the content, and, you know, really give effort into each one of those things without burning yourself out and without feeling overwhelmed. And a lot of us here are side hustlers. We have a 9 to 5. So I think that's really important in regards to like managing our time more effectively. So after we have done our 3 by 3 process and identified our list building techniques that we want to use, the products and services that we want to provide, and whatever special projects we want to initiate next year, then you create your year at a glance. And again, I love this because this just gives me so much clarity. Like, it takes all the guesswork out of what you're going to be doing next year and how you're actually going to grow your business because you have a full plan now. So you will now pencil in, and before I even pencil in all of like these great things we talked about, I pencil in my vacation. When are you going to take time off? When are you, and whether that be you actually going on a physical vacation or time that you're just not going to be promoting and trying to sell to your audience or to your tribe. So you pencil, I really recommend that you pencil in your vacation stuff first. And then map in all the other awesome things that you want it to do, your list building, your products, and your special projects. You pencil those in afterwards. And boom, like guys, that's your whole plan for the year. Like you can't beat that. That gives you a really like detailed map of whatever promotions, products, and services you're going to be offering. And like that is legitimately how I plan my 2017 business goals. So I go through that process. You know, I've reflected on the year before. I've analyzed my numbers. I figured out what big goals and big dreams I have. I then do my 3 by 3 process. Then I map out the year, even scheduling time for vacation. And then the fun creative stuff happens. I create visual management boards to track and manage all of these goals. So a lot of you guys have already seen the pictures of this. I've been posting it on Instagram today and Facebook today. I know a lot of you guys are interested in that. And I'm going to show you guys what my visual management stuff looks like. But really for the Goal Getter members who are in the monthly membership program, I'm going to show you guys the full process on how I actually create my vision boards and my visual like action boards in our January goal planning bundle. So look forward to that in the next week or two. I'll be giving you guys like the detailed process on that. So if you're not a member and are interested in that, definitely join our membership program. It's an awesome community of goal getters and tons of resources to help you grow and scale your business. But I'm going to show you guys now how I do my visuals because I'm a really firm believer in keeping your goals in front of you, keeping the things that you say are important to you and like the life you want to manifest, keep that visually in front of you at all times. So you have a constant reminder of why you're working as hard as you are or where you're actually trying to go. So I'm first going to show you guys my vision board. And this is what I do before I even like map out everything and like create my action board and do all that stuff. So let's go right over here. Let me switch the lighting around. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Okay. So first thing is first is I make my vision board, and I always frame my vision board and I put it up in my living room. So like I put it up in a place where if I'm sitting on my couch, I can see it at all times. And this is where like I said, you allow yourself to like dream limitlessly, like all the things you want to manifest, all the things that you want to happen in your life, put it down on paper, either write it down or like I said, I love creating the visuals because this just excites me even more. So some of the goals I have for 2017 is I want to go to Greece. That's like a huge goal of mine. I want to go to grad school and get a full ride fellowship. Let me stop saying I want and start actually talking as if it already has happened. So I will be going to Greece. I will be getting in to Michigan Ross, Go Blue, with a full ride fellowship from the consortium. I will have an apartment with hardwood floors and big old windows. That's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for that to happen. For my goal getter group, I'll have 200 members who are in the community. I'll have my podcast channel launched. Jerisha said, I'm so excited about that. I can't wait to do that. I'll have 2 speaking engagements. I will hit the 6-figure club next year. I really want my business to grow, mainly so I can pay off all of my undergraduate debt. That's like the goal for 2017. I'll be moving that needle. I'll fall in love. I will have 50,000 downloads on my podcast, have it on iTunes. I really want to get a little dog, so I don't know if that's going to happen, guys. That's really me trying to manifest something into reality there. I write down all the stuff that I want to happen. I want to make happen. And it's half of the stuff I have no idea how I'm going to make it happen. But, once you put it out there, then you'll create a plan. I really believe that God will not allow us to think or dream of anything that we want to happen if we're not capable of actually achieving it. So get out of your own way and dream big and manifest all the amazing things you want to have happen in your life. So I make a vision board. I frame this and I hang this up on my wall. I just have not gotten around to doing that yet. And then when it comes to my actual business goals, this is how I track them. So this is a similar technique to what we use in corporate America. There's a ton of visual management strategies that we use within corporate to help us manage our goals, track our goals, and to make sure that we're actually making progress. And I just apply the same technique, but in a more colorful, fun, cute way for my small business. So how I go through this is I map my year out in quarters. That's why I have my 90-day passion planner. I'm a firm believer in mapping your life out in 90-day chunks. And this is how I do that. So I write down where God guides you, he will provide for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is my action board. And the reason why I love this is because, one, it gives you a visual representation of your actual goals that you're going to measure and track over the next 90 days. But it also allows you to create space in your world to allow this stuff to happen. I'm literally creating physical space for me to write my new business coach clients on this piece, on this Post-it. I'm creating space in my business for the abundance to enter. And I think that's something that's really important and really powerful. When we say we want things to happen and we want new things to come into our life and whatever, guys, we need to get rid of old stuff that's holding us back and create physical space in our world to allow this stuff to come in. So this is what I do. And like I said, I will walk through the process of how I create my visual boards in the January goal planning workshop bundle for the goal getter group. So I'm so pumped about that. That's my favorite thing to do. But that's my 5-step process for mapping out my goals. And I think the best part about it is you are able to reflect on the year before. You're able to think and plan about the year ahead at a very big macro scale. And then you're able to laser in focus on, okay, what are my efforts for every single month for the next year? And then the beautiful part when you make this vision board, or the action board, you now nail it back down to a 3-month time span. So you literally know the actions you need to take, the goals that you need to measure, how you're going to track it, everything like that over the next 3 months. I have no guesswork about what I need to do next. I already know. All my goals are set. I already have my tracking mechanisms. I have my visual representation to keep me inspired and motivated. If I hit a rough patch or a day gets bad and I just don't have momentum or motivation, I look back at my board and see where I'm at. Am I good for this month, or do I need to put in more marketing efforts so I can get those extra 2 clients, or whatever the case may be? So the free workbook that I have for you guys is what I was showing you on the screen that helps you map out your 3x3 process and map out all the goals that you want to accomplish within your business over the next year. So definitely download and get that. I think it's Jamel. No, I do not have the planner in blue. But if you print it in black and white, you won't even notice how pink it is, okay? But that's what I do. And that's a process you're able to download absolutely free. Like, go get that. I'd love for you guys to take pictures and like share that with us as you're going through the process. Let me know if you have questions or if you get stuck anywhere. And for those of you who know, like, you need more help or you want to put forth more action, you're ready to go. I have a 90-day passion planner that helps you map out like that 3-month process. And then if you know you're like, I need the accountability, I need the support, I'm ready to like launch my business, start my business, get to the next level, join the Goal Getter group. It's a phenomenal membership program. We have guest experts lined up for all of next year. Like, I am pumped. It's like these guest experts are phenomenal at what they do, and they're going to help us all like really grow and scale our business and really get to the next level. Like, that's what it's all about. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I can answer those right now. But that's how I plan out my year, my 2017 success plan. I wish you all the best. Like, guys, we can manifest and create whatever we want in our world. We are amazing, powerful human beings. But we have to allow ourselves to do it. Like, give yourself space in your world to allow this stuff to happen. Create a game plan on how you're going to get there and execute, execute, execute. Daily hustle, daily grind. Okay? Hot chocolate. So good. So that's what I got. Like I said, definitely click the link in the title description of this video and download the free workbook. It's bomb.com. So go get that. And I will talk to you guys soon. So enjoy the rest of your nights. Bye, everyone. I wish you all the success in 2017. And like I said, if you have any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section or feel free to shoot me a private message and I will get to you soon. Bye, guys.